guys, it's Kelly and I'm here to talk to you about how to buy from Japanese auctions. Although we have a ton of amazing online sellers to buy alpacasso from, sometimes it's just really hard to get old series that you really like, because usually these sellers are selling the newest series that was just released by a muse. The best thing you can do in this case to get older series that you really want is to buy them straight from Japan. And the best way to do that is to buy it from Japanese auction house in Japan. As you saw earlier, right there, Eggsy, my UK alpacasso, he was bought from the Japanese auction house. I also have 4 other alpacas waiting in a buying service for me to ship home. I'm just very poor, so I can't exactly ship them yet. The best way for people that don't use yen as their currency or live in Japan to buy from the Japanese auction houses is to use a buying service. And I know a lot of people find buying services very scary and very difficult, at least at first glance, but I'll tell you that it's not. It's really easy, it's not scary at all. The one thing it is very expensive. I'll give you a little rundown of the expenses before I explain a buying service to you. I'm going to be talking about Buyee, which is the service I use, which is one of the most popular buying services, I would say. There's a lot more. There's like from Japan, there's a ton of them, but I only have experience with Buyee because that's the one I chose, which is a more expensive one, but it's more well known. So I decided to kind of do something that I could feel safer in and spend a little more money, and that was pretty much Buyee. For Buyee, there's multiple fees. There's the first fee that you have to spend money and it has to go through a bank transfer to become yen, kind of to exchange your currency for yen. And so for the bank transfer, that's 200 yen extra money every single time you win an auction. This 200 yen is kind of a little more than $1 in US. I don't know the conversions for other places around the world because I'm only US, but it's about $1.50 US, but that's going to be applied every single time. Now in addition, there's a Buyee service fee, and this is the fee you pay to use this helpful service so you can actually buy from Japan. If it wasn't for Buyee, you wouldn't be getting any of your stuff from the auction house, so I feel like it's a fair service fee. The service fee is 500 yen, every time you win an auction, and it's 500 yen for anything under 5,000 yen total, and after you go over 5,000 yen, it's 10% of what you spend. So you can kind of see that it's if you bought something for 200 yen, you're gonna get tagged 500 extra yen, so that's over 200%. But then it slowly will dwindle down until it's at 5,000 yen, it's 500, which is 10%, and then once you get to that part, it's just 10% of whatever you order. So for example, my Eggsy over there, he was 11,000 yen total for winning the auction, which means I spent in service fees to buy the 200 yen for the bank transfer, and then 1,100 yen for the Buyee service fee. I only have experience of large alpacassos because I've only bought large ones from Japan, mostly because I'm obsessed with the large size, so most of my wish list items are all large alpacassos, and that's pretty much what I'm finding on the auction house. Usually in the descriptions of the people selling, they'll say how much it is to ship locally, but mine have always been about double that price. It usually, for Eggsy, it said it was 600 yen for him to ship locally, but he ended up being 1,200 yen to ship locally. And then my US international shipping, I'm on East Coast of the United States, from Japan is about 2,000 to 3,000 yen for every large alpacasso, which is probably about 500, 600 grams in weight. Obviously, if you buy something smaller and weighs less, it's gonna be less expensive to ship. But this is kind of a guideline for the large ones. If you can think around 600 grams is about 1,000 something to ship to the Buyee warehouse, and then about 2,000 to 3,000 to ship to the East Coast of the United States. It's obviously going to differ if you don't live on the East Coast like me. pretty simple. What you do is when you open up Buyee, it kind of is a mimic of the Japanese auction house, and straight through Buyee you can type in what you're looking for. You're usually going to want to type in Japanese. So if you don't know Japanese, if you're looking for a certain object, you're probably going to have to look up online what that would be called in Japanese, and then you're going to have to type with a Japanese keyboard in hiragana or katakana, usually katakana, what the name is, and you press search and you'll find it. So below I'll write in katakana what alpacasso is, which is really just alpacasso. And so you can just copy and paste that into his Buyee search bar and you'll get all the alpacassos that are listed. Now pretty much there's two types of bidding. There's the normal bidding and then there's sniping. I don't snipe, I always normal bid, but I'll explain both of them to you. Normal bidding is kind of like your average eBay auction house type thing. You pretty much just when it asks you for what you want to pay, you set your highest bid and it will slowly bid for you against other people, and once it hits that highest bid, it's obviously not going to bid over that. But you want to put your highest bid. You don't put each individual bid. When it asks you what you want to bid for the first time, you put your highest, the highest you would pay for it. Now for the sniping service, which I don't use, that one kind of allows you to bid in the last 5 minutes of the auction, and it only bids for you then, and it'll bid your bid. But the thing is, like, once you set up a snipe, you can't increase your snipe bid, but you can increase a normal bid. So the snipe one is like if you really want something but you're not going to be there during that when it ends to actually like manually input prices, you might want to try to snipe bid. But I always, even if it's like 3 a.m. in the morning on my time, I'm up trying to win this bid if I really care. I bought him at 6 a.m. and I don't get up at 6 a.m. on school days. Like, I set all my classes past 12. Like, I got up for him and I won him, so it worked. The thing about Buyee that's different from eBay is there's a way for sellers to do an extended time on their items. An extended time is used by almost every seller, and you will be notified on like the listing if it's not. An extended time means if someone bids in the last 5 minutes, it'll be extended another 5 minutes. So there's no like who has the fastest internet speed to get in right at the last second. It's pretty much who wants to spend the most, which can make buying from Buyee or just any service using Japanese auction house just really expensive. But if you really want the object, this is probably the best way to go. When you sign up with Buyee, which is kind of cool from other places that are buying services, you don't have to spend anything. You sign up and then you have to link either PayPal, credit card, there might be other options, but I personally use PayPal. But you don't have to input any money to them, you don't have to pay them anything. So you set up your account and you go and you bid. You don't spend any money until you win the bid. If you don't win the bid, you're gonna get nothing deducted from you. So you'll have all your money. If you win the bid, for PayPal at least, my PayPal automatically sends the money over to Buyee. So when I won him at 6 a.m., it automatically sent about $96 to Buyee from winning the bid, which was about the equivalence of 11,000 yen. So that happened right away. But the thing is, I don't have to pay for shipping to Buyee or shipping home right away. I just pay exactly what I got in the auctions plus the service fee plus the bank transfer fee. So he was 11,000 yen plus 200 yen plus 1,100 yen total, and that's what I paid right then. Then Buyee will notify you like over time what it's doing, when it's transferring the money, when it's paying the seller, when it's like when your item is getting shipped, and when it arrives to Buyee. Once it arrives to Buyee, you'll have a notification. Mine is by email. I don't know, you can probably set it up differently, and you can go into your Buyee account and you can see your object. There, you'll see all the shipping charges. So for him, the total shipping charge was about 3,000 yen, which included the local domestic shipping and the international shipping. So you don't have to pay any shipping fees until you want to send him. Also, the thing is, you can sit your packages in the Buyee warehouse for about, I think, like a little over a month. Like he was in there for almost a month and a half until they started notifying me, yelling at me, kind of like, hey, you have something sitting here, you should send it. And so I decided to send it right away. I probably could have pushed it longer, but like, I don't want to be like that. If they're gonna yell at me, that's when I'm gonna send it. So yeah, right away you pay the service fee, the transfer fee, and the winning bid. Then the second payment is when you decide to send it home. And you get to confirm this yourself, so you confirm to send it home, and that's where you're going to pay the domestic fees and the fees internationally to your house. And that's all clumped together. So it's pretty much 2 different payments when kind of more spread out. The second payment you kind of get to choose when you want to pay that, but obviously you don't get your package until you pay the shipping to ship it. But it's kind of nice because you don't have, like I won him for, I spent like 13,000 yen on him winning, and so it was kind of nice to not have to also spend the 3,000 yen shipping all right at the same time, because that is a bank hitter. So it was good to be able to wait about a month and a half and then spend the extra yen to get him shipped. Shipping for Eggsy actually only took about a week at most. I think it was actually only 6 days, which was incredible. Buyee shipped very fast to your house, and it's really nice. I might have gotten lucky with like getting across the United States inspection and everything, but it was super fast. It's much faster. I thought like he was going to take weeks to come, but he only took a few days. So that's always a plus. So you get your packages relatively fast. Of course you have to wait for the packages to get to the Buyee warehouse before you can ship them home, but that takes about a week or 2 weeks at most. So it's kind of a slower process, but it allows you to spread out your spending, and it just allows you to get some really rare alpacas or just anything you want to buy from it. You don't only have to buy alpacas. Like, this can help you for anything. If you want to buy like other really cool things, manga sets, like anime, just anything from Japan that you can't get easily where you live, you can buy on the auction house. So that was kind of my little help for you. I hope it helps like a bit so you can get into it. If you have any more questions, you can say below, or you could contact me on Tumblr. I'm totally happy to help. I just want to help all you guys. I want to add more people to this awesome community. So if you like this video and you want more, subscribe, and like this video if it helped you out or just made you happy, or you liked seeing my adorable alpacas, which is out right here. So thanks for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful experience buying from Buyee or getting whatever your dreams are on the auction house, because I did with him and the 4 others that I have yet to pay for because I'm waiting for my paycheck. Bye!